how are we already talking about July? This is insane. But in this video, we're going to be talking about energy receptors, heightened intuition, time warps, the Akash, and the call. So if you want to know about all of these points for the July energy report, stick around. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another video on Starseed Academy. My name is Jenny. Thank you so much for being here again. June was kind of wild, actually. Like a lot happened. Do you also feel like a lot happened in June? Like it was compact somehow. Somehow it was a condensed month of a ton of shit happening. So much energy, so many I don't know, just like lots of conflict and moving through growth and aha moments and finding yourself again and spiraling downwards and finding yourself again and finding maybe a spiritual routine. And I'm hoping now gaining some stability, right? Feeling that a little bit more stable than you did at the beginning of June. Now you should be feeling that way at the end of this month. June was a ride. It was really intense. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the July energy report. Like, get yourself ready because there is so much coming up in July. And it's so helpful to have these like downloads, energy reports, because it kind of gets you ahead of that timeline jump that we're about to make, ahead of the energy that's about to hit the planet. And, you know, being a starseed, we get these like little windows to what's about to come, energetically speaking. So allow me to share that with you. Before we jump in, I just want to say, like, I do monthly energy reports here on this channel, but I actually do weekly energy reports for free. They come right to your inbox. Check the description below this video for the link to that. Just sign up and you'll start receiving them every Monday. The energy report gets you ready for the week ahead. So from the Monday to the Sunday, and then you'll receive another one. It's totally free and it's actually been super helpful. Even for me being the one creating these reports, just tapping into what's going to be coming up, it's been great. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to remind you that if you are not subscribed, please do so for new videos every Sunday. If you want to work with me, check the links below. Lots of ways to work with me. Okay, so let's just dive right in, shall we? I have 5 points for you today for the July energy report. I still can't believe I'm saying that, like July. What happened? Is anyone else feeling that way? Can you just share that below? Hopefully I'm not alone on feeling like that complete like what happened feeling for June. I don't even know what happened because so much did. All right, so let's jump into the July energy report. The very first point, here we go, is energy receptors are all firing. Okay, so this means that the physical human body is more sensitive than ever to things like frequency and energy. And if you haven't started to feel this way yet, this is what's coming up for you over the next little while, week or two. Okay, because this will be going on throughout the month of July. So you're going to be able to feel right away when something is not good for you, it's not working for you, it's not helping you, it's hurting you maybe. So this comes when this happens to include overindulging. Okay, so maybe we were able to get away with that a little bit before. I know some people overindulge in caffeine or alcohol or other substances, maybe food. Also, like, just think about like mindlessly scrolling on your phone. Like, that's actually like a way of overindulging as well. All of that maybe you were getting away with before, because your energy receptors are more heightened than ever, this will actually leave you now feeling drained and kind of sick. Okay, so if you've noticed that and you're like, why am I so sensitive all of a sudden to so personally, what comes to mind is I just had my birthday on June 21st, solstice, baby. And what comes to mind is my beautiful, sweet husband bought a large birthday cake. And as though I tried to give some away and share it with people, I was left with like half a cake to myself, basically. Though Brian, he ate some too. But I mean, sweets are a weakness for me. And I was like eating it for breakfast, like almost every morning. And like normally I could get away with that, you know, like I can. But no, I felt sick. And I felt like the difference in my frequency. Like I felt the heavier frequency in my body, and I was just kind of like, oh, like that's what I mean. Like you're going to be feeling so much more sensitive in your energy receptors that maybe you're not really able to get away with all the stuff that you were getting away with. So, just heads up about that. If you start to feel super drained and sick, like look at what you're overindulging in. And again, that can mean so many things. But however, on the other hand, there is some good aspects to these energy receptors all firing. The good stuff is good habits. The good things that you do for yourself are now instantly felt, like immediate results. So if you're trying to put improvements into your life, like a healthy routine, going for walks or bike rides, or a healthy spiritual routine, like meditating or stretching or whatever, it doesn't take a month to start to feel better. It's like instant, immediate feeling better. So that's the great part about this, actually. It's like your body there's no in between wait time. It's like instant manifestation for how it's going to make you feel physically, emotionally, energetically. You're either going to feel like you've lifted yourself up today or you ate a bunch of cake. So keep that in mind going forward, and that will probably answer some of your questions about what's going on. A lot of people ask me things like, they'll describe something and then they say, is this an ascension symptom? Well, what is an ascension symptom but the spiritual transformation of our mind, body, soul, consciousness? So everything is kind of an ascension symptom in the end, whether you're feeling it physically like this or emotionally or energetically. Yes, an ascension symptom is a growth pain. It's growing pains. So yes, it absolutely is. Okay, point 2 for the July energy report is kind of goes along with number 1, but different. Heightened intuition. Okay, so from body, mind, and soul. So this is like a full experience of heightened intuition. So when it comes to your body for heightened intuition, that's going to be like sensitivities through, I wrote down here, I'm looking at my notes, I wrote gut pings. Okay, that's a personal thing that I get. And what I mean by that is when my intuition is really on, I know that something is for me, like a message is directed at me, or I was meant to hear that conversation, or that is definitely a sign for me, or I know what this coincidence means, or this dream, or whatever. I get like a ping in my gut. So in my solar plexus, I get this like ping when something is for me. And it makes me like pay more attention. So wherever in your physical body, your intuition, like shows itself. Some people get stuff in the heart chakra. Like I used to get heart flutters, actually. I did get that when my heart was working on opening more. But where do you get your intuition? Do you get something like a tap on the third eye, something in the ear chakra, crown chakra, although a lot of people get like tingles on the top of their head and stuff. However you physically feel intuition, that is going to be extremely heightened this month as well. So a lot of heightened sensitivities, okay? But we're talking about intuition here. So how do you feel intuition? That's the body. Now, how do you feel it from the mind? So what I'm seeing happening for the majority, and again, this is not for every single person, but for most, okay? When you're doing an energy report for a collective, this is for like the Awakening Souls Starseed Collective, for most people, they're going to actually feel like they have a quieter ego this month. What a breath of fresh air. Like, I can think, I can hear myself again in there, like my higher self, like my good self, the one that loves and supports me. So heightened intuition in the mind means quieter ego plus empowerment. So just kind of like feeling yourself, but in your mind, if that makes any sense. And then the third one for heightened intuition is your soul. Okay, so heightened intuition of the soul is like feeling like your soul is more in the game, like you're more fully in it. And technically that's probably true because your soul is probably more fully in your body then, if that's the case. More in the game, more invested in the character that you're playing here, because yes, I am playing the character of Jenny. My soul is not Jenny. My soul is this amazing, wise, old, ancient, eternal soul that's been all kinds of characters throughout time and space. But my soul will feel more in the game, more invested in this character, more a part of things, coming from a soulful place, more awakened, more present. Okay, so that's what we have to look forward to for the heightened intuition. Okay, moving on. The third point, time warps. This is a weird one. Whenever I experience this, it's always for like either a month or a period of time and then it goes away. So I don't think that this will last, but it's definitely worth like having the advance notice about. Okay, so a side note, for these time warps, when they are doing these CERN experiments, it really does mess with like time in the fabric of reality. So I haven't actually researched this at all. Maybe I will after filming this. But since this point has come up from, by the way, all of these points came from the Council for Humanity. They came from me as well, but I also had help from the Council for Humanity, which is in the Galactic Federation of Light, to let me know exactly what kinds of energies were going to be hitting Earth in July that would affect the starseeds, the awakening souls, the light workers, okay? Because it's not going to affect anybody that's not awakened yet. They're not going to feel it in the same way. But these are all points for the awakening consciousness, okay? So time warps. So yeah, potentially this is because of those CERN experiments, messing with time, fabric of reality. But regardless of why it's happening, it is happening, okay? So what you can do, because this can really throw people, right? Like when you feel like you're out of control, time is either racing by or crawling, and it feels so, it can really throw you out of whack, basically. So what you can do to use this to your advantage is to use intentional presence to hold time down, okay? And when you do this, you're helping not only yourself, but we can help stabilize time for the collective by doing this. So intentional presence is exactly what it sounds like. It's like, okay, every time you remember, and you could set a sign for yourself, like every time you see a number sequence, like 1111, 333, 444, whatever the number sequence is, that should be in July, a alarm going off that's asking you, are you being present? Can we all just agree that that's our sign this month? Seeing sequential numbers or duplicate numbers, any number sign that gives you that ping, like it's a sign, is now an alarm for the month of July, and it's asking you, are you being present? And every time you now see, like on a license plate, on the microwave, on a barcode, wherever, if you see it, like if you see 555, 222, 1234, whatever it is, if it stands out, it's a sign for you to check in. Am I being present? I need to stabilize this time warp as much as I can for myself, for my friends, family, for the collective, by intentionally being present. Because when you are intentionally present in the moment, you slow it right down. You bring time, actually just make it non-existent, because it just becomes the now moment. And instead of flying this way, like instead of time just whizzing by and feeling like you're getting left behind, it starts to stretch across this way. And it's like, okay, I'm here. The now moment still exists. I just had to find it again. And you find it in the present moment. Okay, so that's collectively, can we please agree to that? Every time we see those number signs, it's an alarm for, are you being present? Okay, that's how we're gonna help get through these time warps. Because if not, a period of time warps, like I said, it's very unsettling. You could feel like time is racing by and you're like left behind, or just makes you feel like rushed, anxious, lost. It's not a good feeling at all. So let's intentionally ground into the now moment by using the presence, intentional presence. Okay, let's move on now. Point number 4 for this July energy report is the Akash. So the Akashic place, the Akashic records, your Akashic world, is an unlimited resource. So how this message came through was actually as a visual for this one. It was one of those, like, you know, those doors that spin, revolving door, where you're just coming in and go. You can come in and go out as many times as you want, and you're being encouraged to, because your Akash is this unlimited resource, or this revolving door for things like soul gifts, soul lessons, deep cellular healing, and embodiment, like empowerment and embodiment, and so much more too. Really, your Akashic place is like a library of resources for you that's completely unlimited. We all have one, absolutely. It can appear to you differently than it appears to me. Some people view it as a planet, a library, a world, place of light, whatever. It doesn't matter what like the image you put with it is. What matters is the information that is contained there. So as often as you can this month, or just remember that this is a resource, that unlimited resource that you are being asked to, or reminded to use more, right? Like when you're feeling like you've got something heavy that you're carrying and you can't, is it mine? Is it someone else's? How do I heal this? Why can't I let this go? Go to your Akashic library. Go to your Akashic records. Go to your Akashic gatekeeper. We all have, this is a really cool point. If you haven't heard me talk about this before, we all have an Akashic gatekeeper. And everyone's looks really different. I've seen, like, doing readings for people, some really cool galactic beings, angels, fairies, elven beings, another version of them. I mean, it could be anything, but sometimes female, sometimes male, sometimes an animal, actually. And you've got this gatekeeper, and they are the protectors of your Akash. They protect your lifetime pathways, all of the information and knowledge, like the parallel lives that you are living right now, and the entryway to those lifetimes is protected. So no one can just walk in, kind of thing, not even you. You can't be on two. You can't have two of your versions of yourself on one timeline. So anyway, they protect, your gatekeeper protects all of that sacredness. And there's so much more to it than I can really just describe in this one point. But if you have questions about it, pop it in the comments below. If you want a video about your Akashic records, your Akashic place, request it. You guys know I love video requests, so request anything. Okay, so again, it's this revolving door of unlimited resources, this library about your soul gifts. That's probably one of the most important things, because when you're wondering, like, why am I here? Like, why did I come to this planet? Especially once you're awakened and you start gaining knowledge about your galactic heritage, a lot of us are like, why am I here then? Like, why did I come to Earth? What the heck? The answer to that is your Earth mission. You're here on a mission. You have an Earth mission. It's not the only reason you're here. We are not here to just give, and be of service. We are also here to receive. We receive through our soul purpose. We give through our Earth mission. Okay, so soul gifts are a part of our Earth mission. We all have these really unique, special magic within our souls that we carried here with us. It came to Earth inside of our souls with us. It's with you right now. And these are gifts that you have learned throughout lifetimes, like maybe specific activation gifts or healing gifts or teaching, whatever it is that your beautiful archetype is. And that can also be found in the Akashic library for you. These soul gifts they are meant to be uncovered and used here on Earth to serve humanity. That is what your Earth mission is. So if anybody out there is wondering, why am I here? You are here because you are on an Earth mission. You are a volunteer. If you're watching this video, I can say like pretty much 100%. You were a volunteer. You came here to help humanity. There's a myriad of reasons that humanity needs help right now, but you have the solution to one of those things. You have a piece of the puzzle. That solution is your soul gifts. You are here to share them. Before you can share them, you need to be comfortable with them. You need to know what they are. You need to practice them and all of this stuff. Check out the description of this video for more on this, because if you are truly, truly interested in stepping into that Earth mission that is part of your soul contract and really stepping into your soul gifts, I'm about to launch a course. It's going live on Wednesday, June 29th. You do not want to miss this if this is resonating for you. So check that out. Super important. The course is called Unlock Your Highest Timeline. And that is exactly what your Earth mission is. Okay. The fifth point, we're done. This is the fifth point. Oh my God. Okay. So the fifth point of the July energy report is the call. Okay. So, what is the call? The call is, how do I describe this? It's a feeling. Okay. When you are feeling called to something, you're being like pulled, you're being drawn to it. And again, this is very aligned to the last point. All of us that are here that are awakening, you're awakening for a reason. Right? Like you're the leaders then. When you're the awakened ones, then you're here to help lead, heal, awaken others, empower others always. And you are now feeling in the month of July, the call is activated. Okay, so to a higher degree than ever before, you will be feeling that call. You're feeling called to your earth mission. You feel it. You feel it inside like a sense of urgency. It either is in your heart or in your solar plexus. It's like this feeling that's pushing from within you out, almost like you're being pushed or even pulled towards this calling. This is kind of a hard point to describe, but I hope that you're kind of understanding what I mean by the call. Okay, so the call is activated. It will feel like urgency. If you are off track, even sometimes if you're not off track, though, I was going to say, like, if you're off track from your like earth mission, you're not on that path yet, you're not on your highest timeline yet, then it will definitely come through as urgency, but it might actually come through as anxiety in that point, because I've been there. When you're not aligned to your path yet, your highest path, the reason that you came here, and you're not aligned to that, then you feel like, oh, I know I'm supposed to be doing something. What is it? Oh my God, like I'm here for a reason. What is it? And it's kind of filled with this like anxiety, like, oh, like, why do I feel this way? I just know I'm here to do something. I just know it. I'm here to help somehow. I'm here for a reason. I have a purpose. What is it? That's the anxiety I'm talking about, because that call is, it's like your soul like nudging you towards your highest timeline. Get on that highest timeline where you align to your soul purpose and earth mission, that receiving and giving, where you get to receive the beautiful soul lessons that come with being a part of earth. Probably soul purpose is for you. That's the for you stuff. So that's like healing karma, healing past lifetimes, advancing my spirituality, advancing my consciousness, having a human experience, enjoying things like abundance and freedom and relationships. That's the soul purpose part. And then the earth mission part is where you're sending out, you're giving, you're being of service with your soul gifts. The highest timeline actually is where those two things are in balance. Soul purpose, earth mission are in balance. The amount that you're receiving is the amount that you're giving, and it's an infinite loop that never ends of beautiful energy, abundance, freedom, all those good things. Again, do check out the link below for Unlock Your Highest Timeline if this point is resonating with you, because there's just a couple of days before the doors close. They close on Tuesday, so you got literally just a few days. So if this is calling to you, sneak in, get in like one of those last places that are available right now in that course, because it goes live Wednesday. We're going live together. If you're interested, thinking, well, how do I get on my highest timeline? What's involved in this course? Just click the link below and read through. Just everything that's in the course. It's literally like such a full course that it was hard to describe, because I'm like tackling 4 vital areas of life and then aligning my students to their highest timeline on each one. Relationships, soul purpose, earth mission, spiritual alignment, like your spiritual growth, and then the human alignment, becoming that new human, that divine human blueprint. So there's a lot that's going to go down in this course. It's going to be really, really super intense, but so rewarding. Like, I just can't wait to start. It's going to be like a quantum leap for everybody involved, including me. So the call was the 5th point. The call, you're feeling called. The call has been activated. It's higher than ever in July. You might be feeling it as urgency. We're all feeling it actually as urgency, but when you're off track, it takes on a feeling of anxiety. Okay, so just know that maybe that's where a lot of these feelings are coming from. All of those internal questions are all coming from this activated energy of the call. Okay, so that's the July energy report. Energy receptors are all firing. Heightened intuition from body, mind, and soul. Time warps help stabilize them. The Akashic is your unlimited resource, and the call. Okay, so if these points resonated for you, please share how below so that I can see where you're at. Let me know if you're going to be helping out with stabilizing these time warps by using those number signs to use intentional presence. Let me know if you're interested in the Unlock Your Highest Timeline course, and if you have any questions. Remember that you need to join by Tuesday because it starts on Wednesday. Other than that, thank you so much. If you're interested in working with me and receiving these energy reports on a more regular basis, I do have weekly energy reports totally free. It's just an email. It arrives to your inbox. It prepares you for the week ahead. I really recommend it. I have an incredible, beautiful membership. It's like my favorite thing to do. I get to join every single week live. I go live on Zoom. and I get to hang out with my members. We're near 40 or so of us, and the people that can make it join me live. But I've got all of the replays in this beautiful library of resources, huge now. We do so many cool things together, like healings, activations, soul retrievals, inner child work, group readings, activations, I think I said, astral journeys, and so much more. So much more. The next one that's coming up right now is introduction to your light weapons, learning about your light weapons, what they're for, how to find your own, and how to wield them. Super cool. All right, so join me in the membership, sign up for the email list, check out the course below. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful July. I'll see you right here next Sunday for another new video. But before you go, please remember, listen to your heart and the quiet voice within, because you are so much more than the body you are in. I love you, beautiful star seeds. Have a wonderful day. Bye.